Yo, what's up guys, it's your boy Franklin here, and today we got ourselves a brand new video, this time regards to Nintendo Direct. Yeah, I can't believe I'm doing a video about Nintendo Direct in 2025, but there was a lot of good information that was spewed out from this, particularly Legend ZA. We're gonna get straight right to it. Before you do, please like, subscribe. I know I haven't really been posting videos a lot today, but since this was a pretty big event, I'm going to be posting a little bit more videos. Hopefully this time I don't break my promise. It's been pretty busy in real life, but here we are. So first and foremost, obviously the big news from the Legends EA portion of Nintendo Direct is we got new Mega Evolutions for the Kalos starters. We got Delphox, we got Chesnaught, and we got Greninja. Personally, I really liked all three of their designs. I think they're perfect. I think they're fine. A lot of people kind of disliked the way Mega Dragonite was just not a not a well designed Mega Evolution, to the point that it doesn't really exemplify Megas in general. Or even when Mega Victory Bell was introduced, people were definitely like, okay, what is going on in the laboratories of Game Freak, because they're creating some monsters out here. But I do think the Kalos starters got good treatment. Going over Chestnut, now Chestnut tends to be a obscured Pokemon. It's not really a popular Pokemon amongst Pokemon fans in general, but I will say they kind of had to do quite a bit of things in order to give it more justice. I really hope this Pokemon and the Pokemon that I'm going to show on later on this video do get some sort of meta game relevance. Hopefully in the next game, because I personally don't believe there's going to be online battles or ranked battles in this game. That would probably be for Pokemon Champions. Or if it does show up in Pokemon Champions, it'd be cool to see these Pokemon become actually more powerful than they are. I mean, after all, they're Mega Evolutions. I mean, there are Pokemon like Mega Arduino that exist, but here we are. Chestnut, I think, is pretty good. Mega Delphox is pretty fire. And that's, you know, and that's literally and figuratively, because I personally believe Delphox, again, I wouldn't say it's an obscured Pokemon compared to Chestnut, but it does kind of lack some sort of remembrance amongst Pokemon fans. I do think the witch, the mage, or the sage theme they're going after this, especially as a witch on a broomstick with a fireball attached to it. I think that's pretty fire. You know, jokes write themselves, but hopefully this does give the Delphox fans a lot more to look forward to. And of course, Ash Greninja, pretty much. Nah, I'm just kidding. It's Mega Greninja. I personally believe they were never going to top a design like Ash Greninja. I think Ash Greninja was perfect because not only you had backup from the anime, which was where a lot of people relate their, their memories of Greninja themselves, but also in the games, in Sun and Moon. And then after Sun and Moon, Ash Greninja just disappeared. It never came back. So, you know what? Game Freak decided to give us a Mega Evolution, and that's really cool. I do like design being upside down. After all, it's a ninja. And a lot of people were saying that they expected more from Greninja. And I'm think, like, are you sure? You do remember that Ash Greninja not only is the most popular starter in Kalos, and it's by a wide mile, it's also like a top 10, top 15 most popular Pokemon of all time. And I'm speaking facts. This is according to statistics and surveys that have been posted out years ago. So this Pokemon is a monster, has always been a meta game threat. I really hope that the Mega gives it justice. The only curiosity that I have with this Pokemon is its ability. I wonder what ability it's going to have. Will it keep Protein? I mean, Protein with boosted stats is kind of absurd. We've seen that in the Sun and Moon, Ultra Sun and Moon games, where if it uses a Z move and it boosts stats with, like, I believe it was Z Happy Hour, like, that'd be insane with Protein. But here we are. Now, I gotta give Game Freak some sort of applause, because the way they've been dropping Mega Evolutions, they're essentially dropping Mega Evolutions, or new Mega Evolutions, I should say, once a week, or confirming that they're going to be these Mega Evolutions, or a specific Mega Evolution like Mega Absol, for example, in today's Direct, is going to be released in the game. So kudos to them. Also, this is not really a surprise, but there is a leak out there that has been pretty much on a hot streak that's saying that specific Pokemon like the Kalos and Mega Dragonite and Mega Halucha, they were saying, like, this is how it's gonna be, this is how it's gonna look like, this is the design it may look like. So kudos to the leakers. They've been undefeated so far, and that's kind of scary. Like how insiders just get these kind of info, for the public to, just take a peek and maybe get some spoilers there. Now, if the leaks are saying what is true, there's still gonna be way more Mega Evolutions that are gonna come out for specific Pokemon, and I believe I'm not gonna spoil that. That's for sure because, I take leaks, and you should take leaks with a grain of salt. So you got to be careful there. The other big news, and the final one I want to talk about today, is that there's going to be DLC, paid DLC, called the Mega Dimension. In this DLC, locked behind it are Mega Raichu X and Mega Raichu Y. The pre-orders of this begin today, and of course there's apparel items that are coming out soon, additional story content coming soon as expected. Now, we technically did not get DLC for Legends Arceus, so this is going to be the first time that a Legends game, I mean, there's only 2 of them, but I got to say it because it's technically correct, that it's going to be the first time a Legends game is going to get DLC. The issue that I have with this, and this kind of resonated with a lot of comments that a lot of the fans were saying this morning, is how are you releasing or announcing a DLC without the game actually being out? Like, do you assume that we're going to get the DLC as soon as we get the games? And you know what? I bet your ass that we will. But, that's just how it is, unfortunately. But it's crazy to think, like, the price of games you will have to play on Nintendo Switch 2. Think about this, for example. You will have to pay $60 for the base game if you're playing on Nintendo Switch. For the Nintendo Switch 2, it's an extra $10. So you're right off the rip. If you're a NS2 owner, you will have to pay $70 off the rip. On top of the DLC, which most likely is going to be $30 based on our previous experiences with, the Sword and Shield and Scarlet and Violet DLC packs, it's just going to be $100 flat for this kind of content. So you can clearly see Nintendo. It's not Game Freak's fault. I'm pretty sure it's Nintendo's kind of fault. I mean, Game Freak does have to oblige on certain terms and, legal stances as well. Unfortunately, this is how the gaming world is starting to evolve now. Long gone are the days of free content that gets dropped on us every once in a while. Now everything's behind a paywall. The hardware is getting more expensive. Of course, our gaming experiences isn't compared to the uncanny valley that has to get filled by us, rather than having boring ass games like Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, which do really terrible jobs of us reimagining certain regions. It's just unfortunate how Nintendo is just trying to shill the hell out of us, and yet they're the ones that are crying about piracy and all that stuff. But anyways, that's just my opinion. What do you guys think about all this? I am really excited for the Megas. I think the only thing I will say is I'm giving Game Freak a pat on the back for giving us more Megas in order for us to get more hyped. I mean, this game is getting released next month, so it's coming very soon. I think literally it's going to be a month from the time I'm making this video. So kudos to them for keeping us engaged, letting us discuss and talk about Megas or what kind of Megas we're expecting, even though we kind of already know what's going to be in the games already. But let me know what you guys think. Were you guys excited? You guys like the designs? Do you guys have an issue with the DLC being announced before the actual game is being announced? You guys let me know in the comment section down below. It's your boy Franklin signing out. Peace.